Wanted to do a quick video about this. It is the Firefox OS phone, the reference phone called the Flame. I don't know if you can see that. I've had it quite a while. I was given this, as was everybody else who visited mozfest this year, 2014, which was held just outside of the O2, if you know the UK, with the big sort of O2 arena. And on the second day, they basically announced that they were going to give everybody a phone, which was crazy. And this is a phone, I would say, low to medium spec, probably medium spec. I mean, you wouldn't use this as your daily smartphone. But what's interesting about this is that you can write apps on it really easily, or at least that's what I'm sort of led to believe. There's a decent sort of app installation SDK kit. Most things are written in CSS and HTML5, and it's got a marketplace. It's got NFC on it. It's got a reasonably good camera on the back, although I did find it quite laggy and the shutter's not so great. But it does have NFC on it, which is a nice touch. I'm not quite sure where this fits into my kind of arsenal of having mobile phones, but if you've got like an unlimited 3G plan, you can do tethering with this. So that's kind of like a MiFi and phone messaging backup, which is kind of cool. Like I said, the back camera and the front camera, maybe this is a software thing. They did an update and that made it kind of better. Messaging and phone calls, fantastic on it, which, I'm not really a big phone call kind of person. I'm more of a data and a messaging these days. But it's pretty smooth on the uptake in terms of the scrolling. It's not an iPhone, obviously. Marketplace could be done with tidying up a bit. Another weird thing about it has dual SIMs, um, which is a great plus, but it's just a really odd phone in terms of where does it sit. And I think it's Mozilla making a statement, the foundation making a statement about sort of low to medium class phones, putting features on it that make it a useful phone that can be used anywhere. And I think it's really hitting that core question of open. It really wants people to play with it, really wants people to make for it. Everybody get given a phone. Obviously they want the Firefox OS to get out there. I know that I think they were trying to port the Mozilla OS to Raspberry Pi at mozfest this year, or it might even already been done. But yeah, interesting phone. It's got like I say, the dual SIMs on the back, and you can also upgrade the memory to like a 32 gig backup card. I've got like the little SIM adapter in there. But yeah, it's got like a 2G and a 3G. Kind of useful, I suppose, if you're traveling between two countries. Sort of if you have a local access number and a remote number, you can swap in the settings, which is kind of nice between the different SIMs. And yeah, I'm not quite sure what else to tell you about it. I mean, the apps are pretty basic, but obviously they're running like HTML5 emulated versions of it, or the mobile website, or just links to their mobile website version. Um, the update has made it quite fast actually. Version 2 made it speed up a little bit. I haven't used it a lot because I kind of see it as a developer phone. I don't see it as sort of a daily driver. Obviously, the apps are not there really. Um, Firefox obviously runs pretty darn quick on it, so browsing is pretty cool. But I've really found that the sort of messaging side of it was really good. And I'm trying to think what else is in the settings. The NFC geolocation, so the GPS stuff on it. There's a Find My Phone feature on it, which is very similar to the Apple Find Your Phone. So yeah, an interesting one because I'm not quite sure where it fits in, and because I've been given it and it's free, it's kind of I feel like I should do something with it. So I'm gonna at some point literally sit down and start doing a sort of blow by blow screen flow walkthrough of all the things that I install to actually get coding on it, because I think as a standalone phone for yourself with dedicated apps on it that you either write just for yourself that you never put out there and just have installed on your own phone, I think that's really, really cool. Um, I do like the whole ethos. I know a lot more about Mozilla and Mozilla Foundation now because of going to mozfest, and I look forward to going to the next one next year. So yeah, the Flame, an interesting middle of the road phone. It'd be interesting to see what Firefox OS, where they go with this, and what kind of phones they build next, and what corner of the market they're going after. It feels very much like they're just trying to build a mobile device which is open, based on good code base, which is not necessarily controlled or owned by anybody. And that whole idea of opening up the phone ecosystem, that people can write their own programs for it, is a big plus. But obviously they need to get more traction. They need more of a community to get behind the phone. So if you do see one of these floating about on the internet dirt cheap, or on eBay or anything like that, do pick it up, because I think Firefox OS will go somewhere, and I can't wait to look forward to play with this. So that's it really. I will catch up with you soon.